So let's say you own a house and you want to save some money on your electricity bill, so you put a solar panel on your roof. Whenever the sun is shining, this solar panel produces lots of electricity, which is fed back into the grid. But if a cloud shows up and comes in between the sun and your solar panel, the amount of electricity it produced is drastically reduced. Now, chances are, if you've got a solar panel on your house, all your neighbors are going to want one too. Now just imagine that all of these solar panels are producing lots of electricity, and all of a sudden a cloud comes in between the sun and some of these solar panels. The amount of electricity going back into the grid is now reduced. But the electric utilities in Australia don't know how big this reduction in power actually is. And this is a problem because the electrical grid is designed to have a constant supply of power being pumped into it, like that generated by coal power plants. Since solar panels have intermittent power, meaning that it's interrupted by clouds and not available at night, we need to design ways of balancing the grid with other sources of power to make up for this shortfall. And this is why solar power forecasting is so important. But the main thing we need in order to create solar forecasting algorithms is data. The traditional way to gather this data is to place high-quality, high-cost radiation equipment around a city, measure the radiation, and make predictions about how the solar panels may be performing. But this is expensive, and if you build a solar forecasting algorithm that is based on this type of data, then using that algorithm in other cities will require an expensive solar sensor network there as well. This is simply not scalable and is not a good idea. We need a low-cost alternative. But this is where NICTA comes in. This red box here represents a data logger. This data logger is capable of attaching to the inverter of your home solar system and then collecting the data about how much power it's producing. This data logger is low cost and allows us to use your solar panel as a sensor. This data logger will then report this data back to NICTA over a mobile phone network. If NICTA can deploy enough of these data loggers to suburbs across the ACT region, then we'll be able to develop machine learning-based solar forecasting algorithms that will predict ahead of time how big the swings in power will be and where and when they will occur. And that means no more question mark for the utilities. And that also means more solar power can be added to the grid. And if you're interested in participating, that's great, because NICTA needs you to help us out. We're searching for 3 to 4 homes with rooftop solar energy systems in each suburb of the ACT. At each of these homes, we will install a small, non-invasive data logger that will record the power output from the solar energy system. This will then be reported back to NICTA, where we'll use the data to develop solar forecasting algorithms that will allow us to connect more solar energy to the electrical grid. If you're interested, sign up here and help us take our ideas from imagination to impact.